Good morning, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Midweek Makes. Let me just fiddle with some camera things. Looks like we're all live. How are you doing? Okay, so where are we? Facebook. Good morning. Oh, sorry. Good evening to Vicky. Hello to Anne and to Teresa. Is that Italy? Is that Italy? Let me know. I'm not very good with flags. I used to be. I immediately have a question, but for non-subscribers, when will your box be available? Okay, so I'll be doing my craft along, I think it's next week. So I think it's from around about sometime next week. It will be available, or shortly after that. I will shout out about it, Teresa, as soon as it's... So Teresa's talking about the Papercraft Society box, the not August one, the autumn one. That was the September box that was just recently released. Let's pop over to YouTube. Let's see who we've got there. Oh, lots of you there. Hello to Debbie. You were first in. Good morning. You're excited to see what you do. Do you know what? I'm excited because I haven't got a clue yet. I really have literally put this aside after last week. I've completely cleared my studio out. Lots of you will have seen on social media. I cleared the studio out ready for revamping it completely. Well, rebuilding it. So I'm working out of my kitchen or dining room. So if there's a little bit of an echo, it's because this is quite a big room. So there's a lot of space in here and there's a bit of an echo. Good morning, Laurie. Laurie, you weren't first. Debbie got in there this morning. Usually you're first, aren't you? How are you? Linda Milby, good morning. We've got 99Z Anne. Not sure what your first name is, but good morning from Mississippi. Rosalind Alma, good morning. And am I saying meet or met? Good morning to you anyway from Denmark. Inga, good morning. Crips Decay, hi. Anyone else that I've missed? Linda from Kentucky. There's so many of you from all over the world. We've got Helena from Sweden as well. Good morning to Claire, Fancy McGee. Nova, hello to you. From Hull, Sally Ann. There we go. Hello. Love how that looks. Yeah, so this is where we finished last week. Imagining your kitchen corner, Lou. We can see a photo of it. I put it on Facebook and on Instagram, my little corner where I'm working. So you can see me there. Okay, I'll try and flip through the two social media platforms and read the comments from both. In fact, if I'm really swanky, I can move my computer things. I'm hoping I can move them. That's as small as I can make that one. So let's see. Let's see if we can... I'm jiggling things about in the background now, so you probably can't see at all what I'm doing. Put that one up and that one up. Can I? Oh, where's the comments for this one? Let's move you along. It's very technical, this. Try and make sure I can see both lots of comments and see what I'm kind of doing. I can just about do it. I can just about squeeze both on, I think. So we'll see how that goes. Right, so like I say, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think start filling the squares. I am eventually going to put an acetate door or window on top so it kind of lifts up. I'm not sure yet whether it's going to be lift up from the bottom or lift up from the side. That'll be the last thing I do, I think. Something's falling down beside me. I'm actually... it's my blending mat. I was going to say I actually don't know what it is. It's my... And now I've rolled my chair wheel over the top of it, so I can't actually pick it up. Right. There we go. So, straight away I'm thinking I need a butterfly in here. I need a nice butterfly. I want this to be a bit vintagey. Now, I was talking to Sam Cowcott the other day. Sam, where are you? Are you not here yet? Good morning, Julie. Oh, two Julies. Julie Young and Julie Gude. Am I saying that right? Oh, Sam, apparently someone said hi, Sam. So, hello, you are there. I'll let you off. Good morning, Jenny. Lovely. Okay, so I was saying to Sam that I want my new craft studio to have two areas. One is going to be for filming. It's going to be white walls, white shelving, lots of rainbow colours where I've got all my inks and things stacked up in order and my paper cardstock and things. Then what I love is Tim Holt's studio. If you've not seen Tim Holt's craft room tour, go and take a look at that. And that's all very, very vintage. So things like this, these have just come. I was telling Sam about these actually the other day. These have just arrived. So my printer's blocks with the word craft, things like this displayed in it. And I kind of want this printer's tray to be something that's going to go in that end of the studio, my vintage. So it's going to be like a complete sort of time warp when you go in there. It's going to be really contemporary, modern, bright, and there's going to be this slightly darker, yeah, it rhymes with rude, good. Is it good or good? Do you pronounce the U in it, Julie? I want to get it right. I suppose it depends how you say rude, good. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. So it's going to be like a time warp. I was thinking today I might even have like this cool beaded curtain or something so you actually walk through from one to the other. Anyway, so this is going to be vintage. I just noticed I think my camera's a little bit skewed. This end looks larger than this end. Just taking a look. It would be... That's a bit better, isn't it? There we go. So first of all, a butterfly, 100%. Now I've got my floral folk art butterflies. Let me have a look. I've got my... Oh, excuse the light. I've got one big light in above me now, and I really don't like it. Because anything shiny, look, it shines on. I want to go back to my other lighting. So I've got these ones. I'm not sure if they're in stock though. One other thing I do want to include is these, and they're my brush strokes art icons die set. So it's going to be an arty themed thing, but with butterflies and words. So let's do a butterfly first. Let's see. So there we go. So I'm going to keep the brush art icons out as well. So I keep each of my textures collections in a clear tub, and they all go in shelving, but the shelving's getting quite heavy now, so I think I might have to actually build some wooden shelving for them to slot in. It's a bit stronger. Jenny, after watching you last week, I made the shadow box and added your textures butterflies, and now on its way to my sister. Hope she likes it. I saw that. I'm sure. Did you make 3? Was that you, or did you make the 1? A couple of people remade something similar, but it was kind of a bit of a mix between this and my blog hop butterfly card. Bude, dude, feud, gude. Bude, dude, feud, gude. Should I just call you Judy? Not even Judy, Julie. Textures magazine. Oh, blimey, I've never thought about... Well, I have thought about that, but it's a long way off if there was going to be a textures magazine. It'd be nice though, wouldn't it? A box kit, maybe. Lots of textures projects. Don't say that too loud though. Work will pick up on it and it'll give me more work to do. So should we do a butterfly? Now these look really contemporary when they're like this. And when I did them on the blog hop, I did make them really bright colours. They were lovely. But I think I can kind of steampunk them a little bit. What I've actually got in here as well, which I completely forgot about, I've made stamps out of the dies. So I die cut foam, stuck them onto some acetate, and I've actually made some cool stamps. So they're layering, so you can do a light colour, a medium colour, and then the top colour in the darker one. Layer them up. There's a tutorial video. I did it for Craft World, but I'm probably going to do my own video with that as well, since I've got the stamps. Hello to Adele. Hello to Maria, watching from your hospital bed, but going home today. Hope you're soon feeling much better, Maria. Let me see. I've missed a few people. Laurie. Let me see. Love how that looks. Good morning, Cherise. And Carol, 9 p.m. in New Zealand. Oh, I wish it was 9 p.m. I could go to bed. I've been getting... Do you know what? It's an age thing. It's my birthday next week. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm needing to go to bed earlier every day. Amanda Marlowe, good morning, fellow crafters from sunny Spain. Did you make your printer's tray? That's what I'm doing. So we're not finishing it. I think it's going to take a few weeks. But we are going to be decorating it today, starting to decorate it today. Right, so I've got the butterflies and I'm going to do these. If I just say to myself that's what we're going to do today, then hopefully we'll get somewhere. So I want to lay, I think I'll just do one. I think I'll just do the butterfly. And what colours shall I... Now, I need to think of a theme. I say that, I've kind of got a theme. So I grabbed some browns. Now all my inks are kind of behind the computer. I can get to them, but it's a bit of a pain. So I've grabbed these out for now. I might go a little bit different. I'd like to add some hints of gold in there, definitely. Sorry, I've got autofocus on today. So I think a mix of these colours, perhaps. So let's go with... Let's do some inking. Let's do some inking before we die cut. So 1, 2, 3. I need that blending mat. here. Now this is not a watercolour card, but it might make some really cool kind of effects. So shall we go with speckled egg, uncharted mariner, brushed corduroy, and then I think I'm going to leave the ground espresso in case I need it for outlines. Right. Mix that, get that mixing in a bit. It's my son's first day back at school today. He's hating me, he's hating the world. I think he's quite enjoyed spending every day in bed. Sam will know, he gets up at lunchtime. It's ridiculous. Right, there we go. So rather than having each layer a completely different colour, I'm just going to, do you know what, that's cool. I'm just going to leave that as it is. That's soaking in really quickly. Actually, I might just let that. I like that. I like that. Now I'm in a much smaller space and I can't have everything out all at once. So I am having to take things a little bit slower and put things away when I finish with them so I know where they are and things like that. So bear with me. There we go. So that, as a starting point for my butterflies, is fine. I have got my heat gun. There we go. Hi Lou, only 10 minutes late, stupid housework. Oh, I know. Housework is just one of those things we have to do, or we end up living in one of those houses that looks like a hoarder's house. But yeah, no, I mean, not many people enjoy it. Do you know what I envy? I envy those people who have made cleaning their living, as in these YouTubers, Instagrammers, what do you call them? Influencers, who clean their house on a daily basis. Mrs. Hinch is a perfect example. Clean their houses on a daily basis, just film themselves cleaning it, and they make a fortune from putting it on social media and doing collaborations and with companies and things like that. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy that personally, not for me. But do you know what? I do envy the fact that they can clean their house and earn a living at the same time. Now I'm going to try and be a bit clever about the order in which I cut these, because I do want the middle one and the top one particularly to be quite different colours. And then let's do the middle one from here. So that's the base layer, the solid one, middle layer and the top. Now I think this entire, right, where is my, I know in here somewhere is my low-tack tape. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? Those of you in the UK, hello Leanne. Isn't it beautiful weather at the moment? Absolutely gorgeous. Now this might look like I'm wasting a lot of cardstock. I'm actually aiming for particular colours here. I wonder if I can get any more of that. But it was a scrap of cardstock that I probably wasn't going to use for much else anyway. I don't even know where it came from. Well, it came out of my scraps box. And the outside bit, I won't throw that away. Bear with me, just grabbing my die cutting machine. I can't even have it beside me on my lazy Susan anymore because I can't. I haven't got the space. So I'm going to have to die cut. I don't think I'm going to fit all three under the plate at once. Maybe I can move this one up a little bit. I probably can actually, can't I? I can probably have that there. Yeah, we can get all three. I'd like to turn these round though. I like die cutting upwards. I've got tips on my YouTube channel. I'm sure there's die cutting tips. Hi Tracy Ann, done a night shift last night but can't sleep now. Well, watch this and hopefully I'll bore you to sleep. Amanda, your cleaner is here at the moment, but she's cleaning your house, Amanda. I mean, those people who get paid, who make money from cleaning their own house. Can you imagine sitting down at 5 o'clock at night thinking, my work's all done for the day, I've made lots of money, potentially, and my house is spotless. How amazing is that? Yeah, but not for me. I sit down and I think, blimey, now I've got to do my housework. The kids need feeding. The dogs need walking. And my house is still a mess, and even messier because I've been crafting in it. Hi Sheena. How are you? So I'm not seeing, let's see, let's move these over a little bit. Imagine, let's see, really enjoying the Oxide series. I'm finding all your choices so pretty. Yeah, there was a new one went up yesterday. So while I was moving studios, I did have to put it on the back burner for a little while. Just for a week, I think it was. I didn't do anything for about a week. Go back to the side. Oh, the nice thing is I've got my kitchen dining table behind me. So I can put everything on that, and then at the end of the day I just clean up. Where's my pokey tool, anybody? There it is. Found it. Right, so first this butterfly. Let's say I'd like to add gold into this, some metallic elements. So I think maybe the body. Oh, what I did dig out though, something I did dig out was my jar. I went and got it from the other studio. It was my jar of metal embellishments. So at least I can rummage through those and decorate some of this box with that too. It's going to be a work in progress. What I'll probably say is next week I won't do any more of this. We'll do something different for those who like card making, and then the following week maybe we'll come back to this. Next week's going to be crazy busy because I've just booked myself 2 days off. So, which is my birthday. By the way, I've received a birthday card from somebody. I'll open it next week. Thank you ever so much. I'm not sure who it is. Or was the address on the back? Oh no, the address was on the back. Okay, just popping these bits out. I cut this. This was actually a really thick cardstock. I reckon this was 300 GSM, which is why all the little bits have stayed in, but they've popped out nicely. So now when I layer this up, it should all be quite nicely coordinating. I didn't do the body. I always forget to die cut the bodies. That's quite pretty, isn't it? That's nice colours. I think that will sit nicely inside one of these. I mean, I could just do a butterfly on its own, but I will probably do some more. So each square is going to be something different. So from the body, what I'd really like, I don't suppose I've got any of them in here. Should we have a rummage through my metal embellishment jar? Start pulling some things out. A little gift for you. Somebody sent me that a while ago. I've got a key. There's a key. That's nice. Oh, I do like this. It's got some bolts in it. I don't know where the lid is though. Whether there should be a lid, but a bit of twine around that would be okay. With letter plate, right. Excuse if this makes a lot of noise. This is years and years crash of building up or collecting metal. I did have a rummage and throw a lot out a while ago, but some things, I mean, I've got bobbins in here. That's obviously been glued onto a project in the past. It's got some hot glue on it, but it would work again. Let's see. What I'd really like is something like a, oh, that's sweet care. Little light. Does anyone remember when these Prima light bulbs came out? That one hasn't, the word isn't on that anymore. Does anyone remember that? That's cool. I mean, you can't really even see the word. I've got some smaller keys here as well. Who would like a rummage? Got, don't know, handles, furniture handles. I must have taken them off something. Like bottle tops. Oh look, the Santoro. Is that right? Santoro, doesn't sound right. The gorgeous one. But you could use it the other way round. So this also, so I'll probably keep coming back to this. My place. Oh, that's cool. I've got to have that in it, haven't I? Because it's my place. It'll be my studio. So I think I'll use that. Will that work, or will this be a bit big? Right. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't pick it up. Is that a bit large? What are we thinking? Let's see. Oh, what did everyone watch last night? Oh, the video. You rarely use your metal. I love the metal. Hi, Lou and everyone. Said hello to you. Sarah watching post last night, late night shift, post night shift. Love that jar of treasures. Lots of you working nights last night. Hope you get some sleep. I like that as well. I really should stock up on more of these, but the idea is I'd like to be making my own rather than always relying on having to purchase embellishments. I think that light bulb's pretty cute, isn't it? Moments and memories. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I really like this. I'm going to have to use this one. Now, I've obviously put it on a project in the past. I used to do that. Sometimes I'd do a scrapbook page or I'd do a card. I'd put metal embellishments on and then I'd change my mind about them. I quite like that. That's cool. It's a bit like a safety pin, but it's got sort of a 167. Right, excuse your ears, everyone. I am going to chuck this all back into the jar. It's going to be noisy. Just for a moment. There we go. Something we're doing tomorrow. If any of you are on TikTok, tomorrow we at Craft Stash are going to try and do a TikTok live, which is going to be exciting, different. So yeah, looking forward to that. I've even got earrings and things in here. Costume, jewellery parts. There's a little arrow too. That's really cute. It's so strange because usually during the day my children are about and they're hiding upstairs just to stay out of my way. But they're just not about. They've all gone out. My daughter's at work. I think she might be home. Right, let's pop, if I can, pop my glue gun on. Is it still? Yep, got my scissors glue gun. Let's get this done. Let's decide while that's on, how am I going to, or where am I going to put this? Now, first of all, I think I need to find my ground espresso brush. Look at this. I haven't got my brushes in the, oh, it's really sad. I haven't got my brushes in the frames anymore. They're in buckets beside me. Let's go around the edge of the butterfly. From this view, it looks really, from this view, it looks really cool. Love how it looks now. Maybe other way up, Lou. The safety pin, do you think? So it's not top heavy. I'm just going to go around the edges and I will darken the centre a little bit as well. Just while I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up. There we go. So coincidentally, both Sam and I are pretty much going to be redoing new craft rooms at the same time, which is going to be really funny. I wonder if we'll actually both come up with the same ideas. This morning I was investigating different ways to attach my cameras to the ceilings and move things around and, you know, lighting, cameras, microphones. It's all very boring stuff, but it's essential. You love the light bulb too. Everyone loved the light bulb. Should I do the light bulb then and I'll put that somewhere else? Oh, that was the bulb. So the bulb could be upside down. That way or that way. They're made to go, well, I don't know if there is a right and wrong way with the light bulbs. I suppose it depends if you've got it in a lamp or a pendant. And I like that you're making this along with me, so you're contributing to my decisions. So when it's on my wall, I'll know that you've all helped me do it. I am already filming the stages of the build. I'm going to call it the build. I'm going to, it's like it's got a tail that way, isn't it? At least that way. The darker bit would be the head. I'm going to go upside down. Be a bit different. There you go. With hot glue, you then can't see the glue underneath. This heats up really quickly, so I'm going to turn it off. Hello Diane, how are you? Not equipped for this type of creation, but you love it. Do you know what? Just enjoy watching me do it then instead. One day you might have all these bits. There's a pinned comment for everything I'm using. Now, I just want to clear up something that's just been announced on Craft Stash in case any of you have seen it and are wondering what's next. So the Papercraft Society Advent Calendar this morning has been announced as being sold out. It is sold out as pre-order, so some of you will have known that the actual calendar was on an early bird price. So it was on a, it was $34.99, which is an early bird price for those of you who are ordering really early. That stock, the stock that we could let it go at early bird price, has now gone. So, unfortunately, but we have a small amount of stock that might be back in a few weeks, but that will be at full price, which I believe is $39.99. So don't panic if you think, oh, you've just totally missed out. It may well be that you can get it at full price in a few weeks. Okay, so just to clear that up, so do not panic. Right, okay, so that butterfly in there. Now I want to add so much more to these. I think what I'm going to do, I want to add dimension, so everything you look through, and I think I might use my film strip. So I've got the word fly in there, and I might just have that. Take out that butterfly and just have this sitting in front there, and you peek through. Now I'm not concerned about if I do lots and lots of work and then kind of cover it over, because I want to know the details in there, but it can still be seen. So I'm going to die cut this. I think I'm going to do it from a dark brown, if I can find one. That's easier said than done. So bear with me, I'm just reaching. So of course all my brown scraps are miles away from where I am. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go round and get the box. Hang on. There. Okay, so I've got some shelving beside me where I'm sat at the moment, but because my computer is here and this box of colour cards that was behind the computer, it was better for me to stand up, walk round, reach it from the back. So this is my paper scraps box. Not one, this is just the yellows, oranges and browns. I think I've been through this with you all before. I've got reds and pinks, purples and blues, teals and greens, and then yellow, orange and browns. And then I've got whites and blacks as well. And then I've got another box which is acetate, vellum, grey board, you know, all those weird materials. I just call them odd materials. And I want a really dark brown, if I've got one. I don't want to go black, I don't think. It might be a case of having to actually ink. That's probably the darkest I've got. That's a bit sort of ground espresso colour, isn't it? So let's die cut this. Ooh. Do you know what I've just had? I've just had a Temu order. I think that's how you say it. Temu. I ordered one. Now I don't get my craft supplies from there. Just to say that. Don't get my craft supplies from there. But what I ordered, the main thing I ordered, and of course got a few little extra bits, was a light box for that. It has a little LED light in the top of it, and it's a big square box with, you know, walls, top, bottom. You just have one open side, and you can take photos of your cards in it, and it's, you know, they're all nice and clear and well lit. So I got that, and that was really good. It was about £20 something, but for my work it's perfect. So that literally arrived at 2 minutes to 10. I quickly unpacked it. So that's here. I got some, this is all kind of office stuff. I've got some of these. These are really cool. So these stick to your desk and they hold your wires in. Now obviously I have charging cables, I have camera wires, microphone wires, lighting wires, all these different things that need to be plugged in. But when I remove my computer and go and sit elsewhere, say I go and sit at my breakfast bar, and I do my video editing up there to get away from this desk and usually the mess that surrounds it, I have to unplug everything, and the wires always then fall down the back of my desk. So I've got these and they should hold. I'll put them I'll stick them to here along the back of my desk, and they should hold all my wires in place. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so just explaining to you. So this morning I was looking up the lighting, and I think I've worked out, I'm going to have a chat with Sam later about what she intends to do on her having her sort of her cameras mounted onto whether it be the ceiling or a wall or wherever. Hello Leslie Ann Ince, watching you from the bedside pool on our cruise ship docked in Porto. Well, aren't you lucky? I hope you're having fantastic weather and enjoy your holiday. I've got lots of collections of my scraps stored like that. Absolutely. It's do you know what? It's absolutely transformed my crafting having my scraps stored that way. So much quicker and easier. My daughter bought me a light box as a gift. It makes a difference, doesn't it? I have got a light box, a kind of DIY light box set up, which is just basically a white backboard, a white base, and a light that shines, a little ring light. You know, these ones that people buy cheaply for if they're doing makeup tutorials with a mobile, you know, again, going back to these influences. I've got one of them for my cards, but I thought this will just be a nice little setup I can have there all the time. So I don't usually order from websites like that, but I thought, do you know what, for just for my office supplies, and I've got a lot of my storage boxes that are going to be new storage boxes. Oh, I want to cut this butterfly out, don't I? I didn't want to have this butterfly in the middle, so rather than create lots of little bits, let's trim that away. Fly, let's take this bit away as well. Yeah, because I'm not going to have that, and I'm not going to have that. So I'm only using a small part of this. Let's pop these pieces out. It's going to have so much depth. I need to buy myself some more cheesecloth or bandage gauze, the really cheap one you can get from the supermarket for about 50p a roll, or it used to be anyway, because I used to pull that apart and use it like cheesecloth fibres for texture in the background of my mixed media project, and I haven't got any anymore. I've got a vague recollection, my rescue dog, when he was first with us, I think he used to like running around with the rolled up balls of the gauze in his mouth. Got a feeling, so I think that's why I can't find them. Okay, so what I'm thinking is pop this, that will be attached to the insides, and then you see through and see the butterfly in there. Okay, right, so I need some gilding wax on it. Now I've only got silver. Do you know what? Shall I mix my metallics here? I thought I had a gold, but I don't have a gold. Let's go with a little bit of silver instead then. Oh, paint's going to go down. I'm not sure this is going to look right. I think I probably need my gold, to be honest. Not sure. I bought some in the other day. Where did I put it? I don't know. What else have I got in here? I've got this. This is nice. This is a gold paint. It's actually like a gold calligraphy ink. So maybe I'll just brush a little bit of this around. This is beautiful. Let's just do a little bit of water in the lid. Are those teal perfect for your craft room? Yeah, I think so. You know the frames that I keep my blending brushes in? I think I'm going to spray paint them this sort of mint teal colour. It's nice and fresh, isn't it? I think I'm going to spray, because the black's nice, but it's a bit too dark, especially as I'm going to have dark colours elsewhere. Right, so I'm just going to roughly brush over a little bit here and spritz with water. Oh, that's nice. Yep, perfect. That's just watered it down because it is kind of water reactive. It's just some beautiful mica. I'm not sure now. I'm going to lift that up. My camera should in a second. Hey, focus. Come on, focus. Whoop. You're going to focus on that? It's taking its time. It's not picking it up, is it? Anyway, hopefully you can see that. So, well, that was an alternative to a bit of gilding wax, wasn't it? Give this a dry. There we go. So what's happening this week? Today, Card Making Magic, Christina Griffiths, she has launched a new collection. So go and check that out on Craft Stash. It's absolutely beautiful. If you love everything Card Making Magic, Christina, if you pop on the link that I've pinned on either Facebook or YouTube in the comments, it'll be a pinned comment. Go through to Craft Stash, and at the top of that home page that I direct you to, that's going to have her new collection. Right, dry that. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so in certain lights you can see that much better. Much better. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is I want to have this so it's kind of raised up, so it's not sitting on the back. I want to have it a little bit forward. So let's take a scrap of cards. This is an old card base that I made. I'm going to build myself a little concertina boing to be able to bring it forward. Might even make it smaller than that. And then what else have we got? Friday, Helen Griffin, Simply Made Crafts, is launching a new collection. Again, absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be doing something new. I haven't even told Helen this. This came about only yesterday, so forgive me, Helen, if you're watching. So we're going to be doing something new on Craft Stash. If you watch the Craft Stash lives on a Friday, they're actually now going to be hosted in the Craft Stash chat group instead of on the main page. So we can keep the main page for promotions. We can keep the group, the Craft Stash chat group, for inspiration and chatting. So if you're not already a member of the Craft Stash chat group, please go along before Friday and make sure you join that, because that way you'll be notified when we go live, or when Helen goes live. I think I might see if Helen wants to do it on her own, because that stops me interfering with her her demonstrating, because otherwise I have to butt in. So just putting my glue gun on there. Of course I want to do the brushes and things as well, don't I? How are we doing for time? Nearly 20 minutes. I haven't done a lot for 20 minutes, have I? My daughter bought me a light box as a gift. I read that one, didn't I, Sheena? Yours is different. Yeah, I've got a load of different backgrounds, loads of different colours there, but I haven't, because it just came literally as I was going live. I didn't have time to go through the colours, but the top one, I'll show you what the top one is. Hang on, I'm going to get up. This is while my glue gun's heating up. Oh, look at the colour of the top one. It's the Craft Stash blue. So, you know, and they're all double-sided, so it's got all sorts in there. So I'll have a play with that, and I'll let you all know how it goes, if it's worth it. You seen you use that gold ink before. It's beautiful. It is stunning. The Winsor & Newton ink in gold is absolutely beautiful. Right, so just putting a boing boing. So it's just concertina folded bit of cardstock on the back of the butterfly. Right, I'm going to commit to putting this butterfly in here. I don't want it to fall over, but if it's, it might have been a bit. It actually moves now. Okay, and then I'm going to have this attached to the front, so you kind of peek through the word. Thinking where the word fly. Now I'm going to fold these. I'm going to have to be quite precise with gluing them. That's where I start to go quiet, so give me a nudge in the comments if I'm too quiet and not talking enough while I'm working. So they'll glue on. Should we glue them first? Hot glue is my saviour. So adhere them on first. There's one. I've got lots of glue strings. I'll worry about those in a minute. So make sure that's stuck. I'm not going to fiddle it just yet. I'm going to give it a quick second to dry. without me pulling it around. Now you can use your heat gun on glue strings and they'll literally just shrivel up, but I don't want to risk also melting the glue. There we go. Okay, so that's there. Now I can stretch that, and I can, if I put my tweezers where I need the fold to be and fold it against my tweezers, there we go. That should be pretty accurate, shouldn't it? And again, snip under the fold. There we go. Question, when is your next collection, Lou? October, I believe. And it is very much an October themed collection. What can I say? Oh, cute, very cute. And if you like my Papercraft Society box, I think you're going to love this collection too. That's as much as I can say. That's probably too much, to be honest. But hopefully you'll love it. There we go. So I've got my film strip coming down in front of the butterfly. Now I'm hoping the entire frame is going to be filled like this. I feel like we need to do more than just that. So let's do one of this bottle. What should I fill it with? I'm thinking, hang on, I'm right close to the microphone, so I apologise. I'll try and talk quietly, but I'm reaching behind the microphone for something. Got my little box. This was Amazon. And what have we got in here? We've got all sorts, but I really like these. There's little stars in here. So what I might do is, where is it? The jar. I might just spritz. This is being very brave. I'm going to spritz in there. Okay. Little bit of ink. Then I'm carefully going to pick up, I've got little gold and silver stars. Now I love these little confetti stars. They're tiny. I love them, but I rarely have the patience to put them on a card. Because look, they stick to everything. They're kind of iridescent as well. So I think I'm going to pour some in here. That top has got some blue on it, so let's just clean that. Right, there we go. So I've got the teal and blue in there. Now I need to now I need to think about sealing it. Right, put that away. I wonder if I've got, oh, I must have a really nice big metal. I'm thinking, oh, this was one. Now would this fit? This actually says memories on it. I think that would fit to seal that up, you know. Let's just see if I've got anything else that I might want to use in here. So I've got bottle tops, they're a bit too big, aren't they? I've got cogs, but they're not completely, they're not going to seal. Okay, I think I'll use that, because I think what I'll do is I'm going to grip it with these. These are really cool. Whenever I use them, people comment on them. So these are Tim Holtz. And they are little hands for holding things when they get, it's for embossing. If you're heat embossing, you hold your paper with them. They're silicone. But I think they'll work for this. So I think what I'll do is put some hot glue on there and then stick that to, oh, will it work? Just about stick it to the top of my bottle. Just about. There. Oh no, it hasn't worked. It's that awkward size. It only just fits in. I think that's okay. So I've just put that on there. It's auto-focusing all over the shop. There we go. So I've got the gold in there and I've got the blue in there. So it kind of looks like a bit of a magic potion in there. Now that is going to sit. And oh, I'd like a bit of... Have I got any twine? I don't think I have. I'm really stuck with embellishments and things. I'm a bit lost without all my supplies around me. I'm just thinking, do I have any twine or ribbon to hand? I don't think I do. Okay, so that might have to wait. So we might just, let's see if there's a tiny little word I can put on here just for you. Be happy. This could be a little be happy potion. Right, if I cut it out as small as possible. It's a little label for the bottle. I'm having fun doing this. I wish I could do this all day. Hold it up a little. This takes me back. It takes me back a lot, actually. Yeah, that'd be cool. It takes me back to scrapbooking. I used to put does anyone know me from my scrapbooking days? I used to put everything on a scrapbook page. I'd go quite gungy, quite grungy. God, that was a long time ago. Where's my little hand? So I think I'm going to have it. That's going to be the front. Oh, it's not going to grip. Oh, it will just. Oh, the lid came off. Okay. Let's get this bottle put in here. Anyway. And then I've actually got more. I'm going to have to just do it with my fingers, aren't I? I've actually got more glue now to hopefully attach this with. Do you know what? Let's have it. The lid has fallen off. The lid's fallen off. I've just put it in there instead. That's cool. Okay, so let's do one more bit. One more piece. No, see, I've got to bear in mind that, oh, I might do that there actually. I've got to bear in mind that this is deep. It's a cool metal plate. It's quite deep. So I might put that in there as a label. I don't know what's going to go in here. I'm thinking it'd be nice to have like some wild flowers. Oh, we're still not today. I don't think I've got time today, but I still need to do the paintbrushes and such. It's bothering me that that's not perfectly straight. I think it just needs stretching a little. There we go. Thank you for the teas. You're welcome. Beautiful colours of blue and gold together. What are you making today? Hello, Carla. So, Carla, last week I started doing the shadow box frame. So I've made the entire frame from cardstock. I mostly used Helen Griffin's shadow box frame that she launched with her last collection, which was Winter Sparkle. So I used the box and we made the frame up, and today I've just started decorating. Now I did say this was going to be a long project. It was going to take me a while. I'm doing a lot of talking as well, but it's going to sit in my craft room eventually. Right, so I need a word. Amazing. That won't quite fit. Favourite? Right, say hello. So what was that? Be happy. Anything? What other words do I have? With love, beating heart. Sweetest. There's an amazing. Will that fit? Not quite. It won't quite fit. Oh, I think I can do it. Or this word wonderful. Would that fit better? Oh, wonderful's better. Don't get such a gap. Gold flakes, yeah, they'd be lovely. Anya, good morning. How are you? Hope you're well. Flakes. Hope you don't mind me asking, what's the best glue to adhere onto a canvas for mixed media? I always use hot glue. Silicone glue is very good as well. It does take a lot longer to dry. Yeah, I'd go with one of those too. If you're doing like heavy things, definitely go for one of those. Love the butter. Depends if you need it to be acid and lignin free as well. if you need to be acid and lignin free, then for like your photos to go against it, then definitely go for a craft company's glue and not just for your generic like super glue or anything like that. All right, so I'm cutting. I did say the word wonderful, didn't I? I think so. Cutting that out. You see these sentiments for all, they come in so handy all the time. I'm using them all the time. There we go, that'll fit over there. So I'm just going to do a little bit of glue at the top. My nickname used to be Hot Glue Lou when I worked at Create and Craft a lot more. That's just what everyone called me because I used a glue gun all the time. And before a TV show, you get a phone call from a producer and director, and they sort of say to you, know, what are you going to be demoing? Do you have everything you need? And then they say, what are you going to need on set? And they would always say, we presume you need power for your hot glue gun. I said, yep, heat gun and hot glue gun is what I need, definitely. Right, wonderful. That now gives me a really nice solid base to glue this down with. Under there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pop that to the side for a moment. I'll do a big clear up in a little while. Let's just get these papers out of the way. Oh, that was not my bin. That nearly went in my laptop bag. That would be no good. Now I'm just going to plan. So I've got a brush here. Maybe one, two, maybe a paintbrush in here. What else do we have? And a paint tube. I've got the stamps and dies. I've actually just got the dies here. But I can make that, can't I? They could sit in there. We'll make them similar sort of colours to the... Oh, can't get that up. What I might do actually, rather than rather than stamping and colouring in, I could just die cut lots. Do you know what I think I'm going to do? For time, I think I'm going to... I'll get these pieces all cut for next time I do this. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be next week. I might do a card next week, something a bit different. You could glue some acetate to the bottle to seal the lid. Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't want the liquid coming out. So I think what I'll do is next time we come back to this, I'll have these, all the colours I want for these already die cut, so we can just paper piece them and put them in and then carry on working. Because I've got to the stage now where I need to have another bit of a think. I think about what's going to be next. It'd be really nice if I could actually use one of my gel prints in here as well, because that's something that I have lots of, and I do make cards with them. I use them for card backgrounds. Yeah, but there's an hour of me talking a lot. Yeah, I was going to put a button on there, but do you know what? I think that's fine. There's nothing moving in there, and it's going to be upright anyway, so I'm quite happy to kind of leave that. Let's just see if that'll focus. Come on, focus. Focus. It doesn't like to focus. There we go. Oh, you just got it, didn't you? The autofocus on this camera is absolutely horrendous. Don't know what it thinks it's focusing on. So we've got wonderful in there. My little be happy potion up there. I'll probably still put little bits on the front, and I might even end up putting other things in here. Who knows? So there's my layered butterfly that wiggles. It's going to be attached to the wall, and the fly, the capture. Like a little camera in here as well. I love cameras, photography. Anyway, there's a couple of little windows done. We've got a lot more to do. Thank you, Adele. Thank you, Leanne, Julie, Carla. There we go. Hello, Rachel. Sorry, Rachel, I'm just finishing up. I've got to a stage where if I carry on, I'll definitely overrun past 11. I've got lots of work to do. I'm going to have a think. I'm probably going to make myself a few notes on elements that I definitely want to include. So I definitely want to include the paintbrush and some florals in here as well. So then we can get cracking next week. Let me know whether you think we should carry on with this next week. Maybe do a card as a breakaway. Hi Sharon, good morning. First time getting to watch live. I'm sorry, I'm just finishing up, Sharon. Hello Helena Stanza. I'm sorry, tongue-tied. Looking really good so far. Thank you, and thank you, Debbie. thinking you liked how the film strip wasn't tight. Yo, you like how it's sort of a bit wibbly wobbly, do you? Okay, that's cool. Lovely. Okay, thank you everybody for joining me today. I will be here next Wednesday, again for an hour. Let's see what we're going to do next Wednesday. Have a fabulous week, everybody. Don't forget to use my pinned comments if you want to go and shop from Craft Stash today. And also, I believe Sam's going to be live at 2 p.m. Sam can probably confirm, but carry on, it's stunning. Thank you. Yes, she'll be live, so I'll be in the comments watching there as well. So